Really,
Shower.
really, you birthed me. It may not look like it. You birthed. Anyway.
I don't like the way you put that.
Hmm? Be too bad.
Oh. Alright, let me see here. Wow, things are set up. It works. It looks all right. Hello, Sun One.
Indeed.
Hello, Ruby. Sun says hello, Borther. I think he thinks you're a bother.
Yes,
I
hello,
think that's
border.
what that means.
One day I
What a
too will be able to
borther.
meet you. However, it seems like mother is keeping us apart.
I would never. I've never even done anything like that, not even slightly. Let me change the color for this thing. Hold on. I'm being real picky, as I am. Hello, Sun's border. True. Always remember. Sun is not an only child anymore. Hey, Kai.
We may not look like it, but we're actually twins.
Twins. Oh,
We're
what?
twinnies. Oh,
Since when were you twins? Nobody told
since
me
5 seconds
this.
ago. It works. It works.
Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. I should have done a grand intro for you, but I really, life happens and I did not. So,
It do be like
uh,
that sometimes. You want to just do it now then?
I think we should. Welcome to the Duckero talk show. Not really. Well, I just thought it'd be funny to interrogate my second son. So please introduce yourself.
Well, hello there, internet, be it Twitch or YouTube. My name is Brassica Trainwreck, and I don't know what I'm doing at all. Oh, save me.
That
And,
checks out.
yep.
None of my children know what they're doing.
Yes, indeed. Today I am going to be interrogated by my mother. She has happily kept me in front of bars, so this is going to be just sort of a free chat. Hopefully, if I say the wrong thing, she might, punish me for being bad. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Anyway,
Will? Am
it's
I
in my head
evil?
canon, but I'm just a very anxious
Oh,
person. Maybe it'll work out. Yes, in that
maybe it
case,
will all work out.
I have alluded to my dearest duck mother many, many times before. Many as in like 3 or 4, because I've only streamed that many times. But in that case, would you like to introduce yourself to the viewers on my stream?
Ah, shoot. Yes, I also need to link your stream. Let me go look for that.
Fine.
It'd be so good if you had the link on hand really fast. But
Oh,
if you don't,
right.
then I'll
That is a
find you.
link. That is a. Yeah, I don't have it on. See here.
What the heck?
I know
Alright,
how
I'll
it
just
is.
look you up then. Brassica Trainwreck. What? You know what? How did you come up with that name? I
uh,
didn't. I know I
well, the first thing I thought was I'm just going to go into this, VTubing thing, just very YOLO. I mean, I imagined that I could do it just fine, but also I'm just going to forge ahead through all of the scuff, and I'm going to be cringe, and I'm going to own it. Therefore, it's going to be a train wreck. I'm just going to be a very professional train wreck here. As for the first
Uh,
name, it's less important, but brassica is just the scientific name for a cabbage.
Ah, yeah, see, I looked that up. I was so confused. I was like, I need to know what this is if I'm gonna.
Yeah. Oh,
Why does
right.
that look like an emote? What the heck?
I going to
Alright.
link you in my chat.
Aw, thank you. So you stream on YouTube, which is kind of cringe, if I'm being
Yes, I am very cringe.
so cringe of you. Oh, I forgot to make you get captions. I have captions, but I don't know
Really?
if you.
There's auto captions now?
I have a plugin for OBS, but there's also a way to do it with Pixel Chat. I could have
Oh,
given you, but
you
I don't know
wanted
if
me to be
I'll
cringe in that case.
bother. You're cringe for not having captions. Accessibility is important. How dare you?
How dare I speak only in English? In English,
Yeah, that too. That too.
I speak in English, and only people who have ears or can hear can listen to me, which is a little bit sad because I'd like for more people,
Yeah.
regardless of whether they have ears, to be able to experience the excruciating pain of listening to a talking vegetable.
What if I just repeated everything you said for the next, I don't know how long we're talking,
I
and
think
then you'd be in the captions.
I
It's
think we
perfect.
would never end this stream in that case. Are you willing to put up with that?
We'd probably die. Yeah, you're right. Not worth it. Um, if you give me 2 seconds, then I might put captions for you. Just 'cause I think it's cool. I think it's fun.
Okay.
Let me get a, invite. Copy the clipboard.
In that case, on some BTM on my end.
Actually, do you use Chrome?
Chrome?
Chrome.
No, I'm a
Yeah.
very edgy person.
Alright, in that case, it might not work anyways, so we'll
Ah,
just live with it. But I
shucks.
think there's, Twitch stuff that I have on my end that should allow people to hear caption things.
Interesting.
That's alright. Yeah, Twitch is pretty okay. I mean, I hate it, but it's pretty okay.
It's okay. I hate YouTube just as much. Hey, YouTube, please don't
Yeah.
unmonetize me. I mean, you can't because I don't have any money
You heard
anyway,
that
but like,
from here first,
monetize me
YouTube.
first at least.
Demonetize my son.
Please. Please. I do want them YouTube
Never give
bucks.
him another dollar.
Otherwise, like, I'm just gonna get ads on my stream and I'm not even gonna get any of the revenue from them. And that's great. Because
Over the
we
no.
love YouTube. Whoa ho,
Who would have
YouTube. Wow,
ever
you're great.
expected that? Yeah. Alright, let me think. There's definitely something I'm forgetting here.
Okay, I'm
Oh, how much
gonna pick the BGM while you do that.
yeah, please make sure you have some background in your end. It'd be so sad if you didn't.
It would be
I feel
incredibly
like I
awkward.
can't operate without noise in the back, you know? But that is a duck brain problem. That is the bread brain
It really
issue.
is. You see, I always just sort of have stimulation constantly going into my body from my roots. Just like, I'm like, oh, that combination of nitrogen and iron?
Are you
That's right.
still in the
Let's go.
dirt?
I
Did
mean,
nobody
I
you out
have
of
a
the dirt?
mental connection. I have grown a human body. So right now I'm just a cabbage head. And then I don't have a human body, like a neck, a torso, arms, and legs. So I just look like a very normal human, except for a cabbage head right now. But I have the mental connection still.
Suspicious. Alright. I'm gonna start this with very simple. Actually, are you still picking your music? Take your time.
No,
I
I
don't
started.
need to rush.
No, I mean,
started.
I picked. So,
Whoa.
as you may.
My microphone's partly transparent.
Wait, is it? Oh my god, I can see like the sunflowers.
Key.
Oh my god, you're
no.
so right. I
I'm
can see
turning
this.
into a ghost. Help.
It's okay. You
I
have
need
lots
to
of
change
nutrition
the-
here. Make sure that you eat up.
I don't wanna. I don't want it. Okay, I'm gonna do something that will make it less transparent.
Oh.
But that's just for myself. It will not fix it for you. Good luck, buddy.
That's okay. I'm not transparent anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with things like becoming a ghost. For I am not a mammal. I am not of the mammalian kingdom.
You've never. No, yeah, no. We don't know our science. Are you a scientist, actually?
No.
First question. Do you know science?
What kind of science? I do many sciences. Lots of sciences, actually. But what type of science do you ask?
Well, that's the problem. I don't know science, so you pick.
If it comes to biology, all I remember is that in my 8th grade biology class, I remember my teacher was trying to talk to us about mitosis, the splitting of cells when a cell creates itself. And then he was talking about how like the cell gets cleaved in half near the end of the phase, and then he like made 2 circles with his index finger and his thumb, and then he pretended that they were his nipples, and like that it was.
What's wrong with your teacher?
I have no idea. I'm sure he rubbed off on me a little bit.
Oh no! I don't know. The people who influence us. Yeah, you This is why having any kid under your influence is scary, because you never know what will stick with them. Apparently, anything and everything will stick with them.
Yeah.
Children just they forget nothing.
So at the very least, do you think I turned out okay? I hope so. Please, need your affirmation.
Yeah.
Don't be like that! Whoa!
You're alright. You're fine. Fine. You turned out just fine. You're definitely looking better than when you oh man, okay, alright, so Brassica here just started VTubing. And I missed the first
It's okay.
the first stream. You wanna tell us about your very first stream?
Yes.
How would your first go?
The first stream went great. It was really, really good. I felt like I had a great flow. You know, was chatting quite a bit. Didn't seem too anxious. But
Oh yeah.
it is a memory that only I know. It is not because YouTube had a problem and, you know, deleted the VOD or anything. It's because I forgot to click the go live button. So I was literally just talking to myself for 2 hours straight this entire time.
A unique situation.
And I'm just looking at the I'm looking at like the YouTube studio preview, and I'm just thinking, oh, I am live. Well, it turns out that I never actually live button. So
Did I tell you how excited I was? And I was like, all right, I mean, I was doing something at the time, unfortunately, but I was like, I have my phone here, I'll have the link up. And then I was a little late too, so I was like, oh no. But when I clicked on it, like, it was, YouTube has like this waiting room that it creates by default. So it's like, starting soon, or like, you know, this will go live at time. And I was like, wow, it passed that time. I wonder if. And then I thought I was in the wrong time zone. Like half an hour in, I was like, oh, maybe it's just not 10 p.m. my time, 10 p.m. Brassica's time. But no, we're in the same time zone.
yeah, no, we are in different time zones, but YouTube automatically changes to fit you. But,
it'll default tell me. Yeah.
But no, I was just stupid. I had some other friends who I had linked my first stream to, and they're like, "Yo, where's the stream at?" And I didn't know because I had Discord muted. So because of that, I just see like
no.
Yeah, so I open up Discord, and like I have 20 notifications, and they're like, "Where is your stream, Brassica? I cannot see anything," and I'm just like, "Oh no,
dude.
Oh no."
You really put the train wreck in Brassica train wreck, you know?
Indeed, I had everything set up, you know, everything for the basics at the very least, and I nailed it. I nailed it in the worst possible way.
Yeah, I'm sure you did great. I'm sure it was perfect and beautiful, and nothing went wrong.
It was the greatest story never told.
It really, I tweeted about it and got a lot of likes, like shocking amount. You got a lot of engagement, but
oh my goodness.
Funny.
It's okay. No, not gonna lie, this is probably the best way I could have ever started my career as a cabbage. Not even just a VTuber.
I think so.
But
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope everybody here also recognizes that I'm doing this intentionally because it's so stupid. This whole entire premise in my head just like it feels like whenever I
wasn't
think about it, it's just my brain just freezes. Or like it shuts off and I'm like, what is going on? That type of thing, you know?
I wasn't gonna rig for you because I thought like I've only really so everyone knows someone. I've only rigged him before, and then I rigged like myself, which isn't even complete. Like look at me. My mouth doesn't move, whatever. But I wasn't gonna you're the first one to ask me for a commission, and I was like, "Oh, sure, maybe. Well, what are your ideas?" I didn't really want to rig a person like another anime boy or whatever. Like high key, I was like, if this is some sort of anime character, I'm not interested.
Oh god, this worked out perfectly for the both of us then.
Yeah. But yeah, admittedly I took quite long on your model, and that's my bad. I
mean, is it really your bad? I had a lot of things, I mean, I like to that caused days and like it took me some time to get back to time, so I don't think it felt early.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, like, for myself anyways, I have ADHD. This is something I can officially say because I did not get it diagnosed until like September last year. And so I was definitely like slacking on here. I was like, "Oh yes, I need to get this done." And I just wouldn't. And I'm like, "Oh yes, I need to get this done." And then I wouldn't. So I did this before, like it was this pre-medication duck, like did not take meds at the time, and I was like, I feel bad. This should have only been so much work, but yeah, story of my life. It's not just you. Everyone I've worked for.
But still, we gotta congratulate you for getting diagnosed officially! Woo! Normalized mental disorder, yeah!
Yeah, normal. Everyone should have.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. They finally told me that my bread for brains was real, and I'm like, they scanned it. There's a loaf of bread in there. Finally.
Beautiful. You can feed many people with your brain.
I don't want.
I mean, you don't have to,
mine.
but I mean, like theoretically, you could.
You can't do that to me. I can't. You know.
I mean,
I'm
we're
just
speaking
gonna...
in specifics. I personally have absolutely no problem. Sorry, I have no problem with talking about, you know, using myself to feed others. I would work well in stews. If just boiled for broth, you know, cut me up, stir fry me, put in some spicy bean paste. Oh, spicy. Love it.
Yeah, I'll just hang it over here so that I don't lose my brains. But you know, it's good talking to you. Bye.
Well, I guess it's a little bit different because I can regenerate, whereas your brain doesn't.
Yeah. I need that. I really do need that. I'm gonna bad enough that it has holes. Like I need all I can get. So
Very true. In that case, let's leave your brain in.
all right, we'll leave my brain. Thank you. I'm so grateful that you've decided not to spare me. All right. Question number 2. I don't even know how many I've asked. Probably not even one. But question 2. Why a cabbage? What inspired you?
Okay, this is a really good question, actually.
Is it?
Yes,
nice.
it is.
I
Because
came
it
up with
actually
it
does
myself.
have a story, albeit a very uneventful one. But basically, when I was thinking of being a VTuber, you know, I'm inspired by, you know, very crazy, chaotic Oshi. And they really just do the dumbest things. They are cringe and they are free. And, you know, I wanted to recreate that energy. Be it, even if I'm doing, you know, a more low-key stream or high-key, more energetic, etc., I wanted to bring the silliness. And so I thought, what is the silliest thing I can think of right now? This right now being, you know, 1 or 2 years ago. Whenever I first thought, you know, I could do this. I thought to myself, what is the silliest thing I can be? And in literally 1 second, I thought, I can be a cabbage. Because recently, I think I had watched Dan Olsen's video, or Folding Ideas, that's his YouTube channel. I had watched, or rewatched his video on NFTs and Line Goes Up. And he talked about, like on, so basically we're talking about how like, oh yeah, our profile pictures represent a bunch of things about us. They're so unique. And then he, you know, the joke is that like on an MMO forum, his profile picture was just a cabbage.
Oh.
And so that's where I got the idea. So I guess it's thanks to Dan Olsen and, you know,
you got that in like 1 second?
Yeah. I guess when it comes to, you know, thinking about things, it was just notable. Well, you know, I just think about a lot of random. Just like the things I recall, sometimes they're just extraordinarily.
Yeah, your brain works in mysterious ways. What's your brain made of?
I think it's made of mostly. I mean, obviously it's cellulose and like a lot of cell wall. If we're thinking about on a map, level, it would be more like water, like 80%, and then the other like 20% being carbon, nitrogen, a few other things. You know, just like normal cabbage brain. Just like it's a little bit softer and more tender on the inside, so you know, it's honestly the best part of me, my brain.
Are you a zombie? Because you've talked about how edible brains are, like, at least twice now, so...
I mean, my brothers and sisters and, you know, all of my cabbage, you know, siblings. Technically, I guess we're all sort of related, but like, it's fine because we're cabbages. No disgusting premise. But like, you know, we all just admit, like, sometimes we grow and then the wind blows and then, oh, Christ, we lose our outer leaf. Or like, sometimes like someone will just like, you know, like an animal, like a rabbit or a deer or a duck, will just come and, you know, bite us, and then we'll be like, oh fuck, ah shit, that hurts, ah Jesus Christ, and then, you know, we'll grow back the parts that we lost, and there'll be some scarring, but you know, on the inside we're all still very beautiful.
You know, all I'm hearing is you didn't say no, and that's concerning, but I guess we'll survive.
Okay, think about it like this. In the event that, you know, one of us, the cabbage clan, I just came up with that. But in case one of us on the cabbage clan, you know, ends up becoming one with the rotten and goes back into the soil, it is only right that we respect their nutrition by reabsorbing them and, you know, taking their memory into us.
Does anyone else hear? Like, does anyone hear this? Am I? Alright, well, next question.
If we are not zombies, then it would just be a waste of the resources that, you know, our fellow kin have given us.
Yes. You know, I do think it's a very, how do you say? It's environmentally friendly, you know? You're not waste, no food waste, no anything waste. Everything's good, you know? Nice and tasty. And that is good for you. That is good. That's good. Who are your Oshis, if you have any?
That's a secret.
What? Huh? Alright, let me name a few. Just kidding. Alright.
You don't have to dox me instantly. I do have Oshis. Whether we'll talk about them. Maybe in the future I shall, but while I still get started,
Sure.
I shall remain anonymous.
You gotta keep it low key. Are you big in your communities? Like your Oshi's community?
No.
Like,
for the most part,
okay.
I am the kind of person that says, hey, you know what, I want to do, you know, some sort of creative work for you. What would be nice? What would you enjoy for this thing? Like, what kind of emotion do you want me to put into it? And then if they read it on stream, I'm the happy cabbage ever. And then I go and make something. And then, you know, I post it. And, you know, I send them the link, and then that's it. And then I never talk again.
Alright. Sunwon really wants to know who your Oshi is. Brassica's keeping it under wraps. Do you have a nickname, by the way? Or, okay, I like to call you Cabbage, but, like, obviously you have a name.
You can just call me Bass, or you can just call me Cabbage. Honestly, sometimes I like to call myself Cabbage-chan, just because it's so freaking ridiculous.
It's kind of funny.
Just because, you know, since VTubing has a lot of origins in Japanese culture, just the entire premise of, like, cabbage being, like, this cutesy thing that you can call. I think that's also why I asked you to draw that sketch. Me that I actually have as my Twitter profile pic right now. It's me with cat ears.
Oh, the cat ears doodle. Dude, I wonder if I can pull that up.
Yeah, that would be great. Probably put it up on the I literally have a folder in my picture just called cabbages.
You have folders?
Yeah. Wow. Yes, I do have. folders.
Me, everything's everywhere. How do I find all my stuff? I don't know where this is. My art? Okay, so here's the problem. Awesome. Here's the problem, okay? I do organize my art. I organize it by month that I drew things. I don't
Ah.
know when I drew things.
Ah. Very, very
It makes
nice.
it much worse for me. So, you know, if you find it,
Yeah,
you can
okay,
send
okay.
it to me, but I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I will send it.
I'll know what year, and then at some point I'll be like, wow, wouldn't it be crazy if I knew exactly what month?
Yeah. You
Would
see,
be
you have
so
a
good.
system, so like you did the calculation, but I do think you are a little.
I'm bad at math, yes. Okay, am on that. Dude, I don't have the closed captioner set up, or I thought I did.
Would
That's
be
crazy.
hilarious if I could actually get this on the model one day. Of course, I'm not asking you to, especially since you have a lot of other works to do. But like, it's just so stupid. I love it.
Cabbage Chun. Let's see, where do I save this so I can show it on screen?
Yeah.
Maybe
So I
there.
go from
Web
cabbage chon
P.
to cabbage chon. I don't know why it's a web P. You sent it to me like.
I don't remember doing that.
No, that wasn't important
I...
enough to you.
No. It's just the holes in my brain.
Oh.
Let me find
The
this.
brainworms
But
are
yeah,
a problem. Once they start eating, don't.
they really don't. Oh, I'm never gonna find Cabbage Chan picture now. I saved it into a folder that isn't organized. Why did I do this?
I mean, you can still put it up as a web P. At least I have.
What the heck? I should have known. I tried to turn it into a PNG. You know,
Okay.
just cause.
Yeah, I've got little cat ears.
It would be cool if you had cat ears. I feel you could put like there should be a cat ear asset.
Yeah, they do
there.
exist. I guess stock one, but that would be a little bit. But I feel like they're a little bit don't mesh as well as I would like, because I don't actually have like ear holes or ear lobes. You know, I don't have a place where they would actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't track well.
I guess that's fair. Oh, yeah, because they don't usually do like a headband. They just kind of do actual ears on top.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be awkward. Well, one day you could look like this.
Yeah.
Oh, do you ever wear your sunglasses?
Oh, yeah, I do. If I want to look shady. Or, you know, I just want to pretend that I'm cool. Like so. Oh, no.
Like so, like so,
actually
like
changed
so.
scenes.
Hold on. Hold. Like so,
No,
like.
no, yes. Okay, there we go.
Oh no! Scuff. Daily scuff.
I don't know why, actually, I chose to have sunglasses as well. I just thought it was really stupid. So I just asked you to implement them.
Really? I don't know. I thought they were part of it, so I thought you'd be wearing it all the time, but you have not been wearing it all the time.
Yeah, sometimes I just don't. And
They're a little tricky to rig, so.
Yeah, they do look quite good though. I like that you can see the frames even when I'm talking still. And it looks good, like long.
Yeah, they were. So here's the thing: most people, all right, they wear sunglasses. They tuck it behind their ears.
Ears?
Ears.
Wait, what are those?
And so it's like I have to like not. You could usually like trick. You can mess with stuff with the arms of the glasses, and I was like, I cannot. There's no hair to cover it. There's no ear to cover it. Like I cannot cheat this. It has to look right, and so.
Yeah, it is kind of nice that what is it? The arms of the glasses, they do kind of line up with white veins. But you did a great job.
Thank you. I do have stream closed captioner. All right, whatever. Just making sure.
Okay.
But yeah, it was my first full model, I would say. Even though you don't have a body, so I guess I have not even done I've done half models the whole time. Sun One doesn't have eyes. You don't have a body. Like I don't even have a mouth. It's just halfway for everybody. Everybody.
Okay,
If we put
yeah.
all of us together, we'd actually have a model.
My god. Only another train wreck.
Wait, I have a great idea. And wait, okay. Sun One, can I steal your body for like a joke? If he's around, he'll respond. But if not, that's fine, because I have a funny idea. But we can figure it out later. I feel like your colors are wrong. Sorry, I get really fiddly with streams. Do you ever find that? How do you feel? Oh, how do you feel about streaming? Now that you just started, like, I know you've only done a couple, but how's it going?
So, I think it's been really fun. Honestly, like before I started streaming, I would pretend or like roleplay being a streamer, and so like I'm very used to just talking to myself about absolute bullshit and just like getting into the role when I'm. COVID was hard.
I agree. Sorry, that's really like it surprised me, but I think that's very creative actually. That's good practice, you know?
Yeah, so I
You gotta
sort of just
practice
like kind of do it automatically now. Unfortunately, there was like, you know, some stuff in my life where I stopped for a little bit, and so I had to do rest. But it was still, you know, really fun to just kind of do it by myself. It's kind of like when you're a kid or you're playing with your dolls and you're just like thinking of like,
Yeah.
what is it? Different like situations, and you're just, you know, you're playing, and by playing you're just imagining things, and that's basically what I did. Or, you know, I tried to narrate myself or like, you know, do some sort of vocal
Right.
but pretend that I stream. Also, I did like radio shows and other stuff back in college. Now no longer in college, so you know, I'm kind of used to it.
Hi, Cabbage King PP. Yes. What are we talking about? Everything. Nothing. We're talking about this cabbage.
So,
this is my VTuber child, Brassica Trainwreck,
very
and he
nice to
really
meet
is
you.
living up to his name. Wait, you did radio shows in college?
Well, not necessarily shows, but like there would
Or-
be times where I would have to like plug stuff at clubs that I was in, and like do that. Sometimes I would go on the yeah. So like our school had sort of like its own radio station that nobody listened to, except for like regularly. Our CCL, our concurrent listener count was very low, at least on campus. Apparently, it was way more popular off campus, because like people like to listen in. But yeah, so I would go there. I would just plug what a club is doing. I'd be like, "Hey, you should come to X, Y, or F."
Yes.
Yeah. I just kind of
That's
do it.
the job of a radio host. Yeah. Well, honestly, like college radio, I'm not surprised nobody listens to. I kind of knew we had a radio station, and I never even tuned in. I don't even know what it was, honestly. So
The one at my college did some sort of like, it was mostly just like sometimes pop, but mostly like alternative pop.
well, that's college, you
It
know.
was pretty mellow, so you know, it was not anything that people needed to actually get through all-nighters. Of course, nobody would listen to it. Just didn't have the energy that would keep people awake, you know.
No, that makes sense. You need like, when I was falling asleep in college, I would listen to heavy metal.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
It's the perfect thing.
I know.
He's so hyped up.
Yeah. Also, I'm just a metalhead in general. The fact that you made my up and down tracking really good means that I can headbang, and that's awesome.
Yeah, let's go! I can. I can bounce. I bounce. I'm like,
I can sort of bounce. Woo! Honestly, it's really useful that I don't have the rest of my body and that I'm just a head, because it means I can move around really, really freely. But also, it can look kind of weird because it's sort of like this amorphous body. Like, but you know, what's up?
Yeah. That's well. You've got the energy, I think. And that's what matters.
As long as my audio quality drop tremendously or get quiet because I get too far away.
Yeah, I wish I could monitor. I wish there was a better way to monitor the audio. If I really wanted to be nitpicky earlier, I might have like recorded us talking for a minute and then adjusted stuff. But that is too much work for me.
It's okay. It seemed fine from my end. I looked at my.
Yeah, it seems from my end too. Alright, sick. Let's go. Wow, I really stole. By the way, I stole an IKEA catalog living room for the for my set. I don't know if you saw it.
Wait a second.
We're sitting on IKEA furniture.
Oh my God.
This is not sponsored, and please don't tell IKEA, okay? Like I don't need them coming after me. I was just there for their. Oh, you're not in Canada, are you?
No, I'm not.
You don't. Yeah.
What is it?
We have 50% off on food on Thursdays.
Oh,
So.
I'm so jealous.
I went to IKEA on a Thursday with my roommates. We were all like, "Let's go, meatballs! Meatballs for like $5
Meatballs
at most."
and lingonberry jam. Such a good start.
It was so good. And then we just walked around until the store closed because it was pretty late.
Sounds like so much fun.
I love just going to IKEA. Not really actually getting anything, just wandering around.
It is an experience, and like, it doesn't feel too chaotic because kind of in a line.
Is it? We got so lost.
Is it? I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been to IKEA a lot. I used to do this thing where when I was traveling back and forth between home and college, there was an IKEA about halfway. And so basically my thing was to drive halfway, eat at IKEA, walk around a little bit, and then finish my drive. So like I went there quite a bit.
Yeah. That's smart, actually. I mean, it is pretty cheap for food that you get. Like it's
it's
wild.
Tasty.
All right. Oh, Sun gave me permission to do my funny bit. I don't know if I have. This might pull up random stuff though. All right. I'm sorry for the random stuff that might get pulled up.
Okay.
Where's my Sun? Do I have Sun's latest model?
I will.
All right.
Cover you.
Yes, thank you. Okay, very cool. So
there we go.
I was thinking with the power of so
God
you see
anime.
how Sun I've got the power of God anime on my side. Woo! If see I could rig Sun One's body. Right? And then put your head on it, which
Oh my God.
To...
No! This is so cursed!
This is just only slightly cursed. Don't worry, it's all fine.
This is
We're
literally
creating
going to
the
be a chimera. You are making a Final Fantasy anime out of your children.
This is the perfect guy. I can't seem to select Sun, where'd you go? Sun, buddy, come here. I'm not gonna be able to get the... Oh, there we go. Yes! Alright. So with the power of your beautiful facial features... oh, sorry, I shouldn't lean over. I need to make you smaller.
It's okay. Yeah, I moved you around because on my screen I wanted to, make you a secret.
Ah, this is so fun. Alright, yes. So with the power of, like, if you were, if I rigged a body and a full face, this is what you could be, Sun One.
Oh my goodness.
Are you proud?
I am.
Yeah.
Wow. Here, I will. Here.
If you back up a little. Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh,
yeah. This could be the power.
You could be angry cabbage.
Son, imagine if you had a face. This is my pitch now. This could be you. You know?
You too can have a face for the low price of $9.99.99.
$999,999, which I don't know how many nines that is, but you better pay me for all of it. So.
And I hope you live in somewhere where your currency is very, very highly valued because that is in Canadian.
Oh no. No, I will charge and you
Oh God.
the the trick of Canadian artists is that we charge in USD. Also, I'm gonna put you back now.
Yeah, that
Thank
is
you
very
for
fair. I'm
being-
like, it doesn't feel right if I'm Canadian dollars less.
It's not a good currency.
It feels like I'm shortchanging you if I pay you in Canadian dollars.
Sorry to say, my currency also chugs. Yeah, I know it does. Don't worry. Your currency, you Sukasa, Mikasa Sukasa, but like your currency, my currency. You know what it is? Oh no, how do I return? How do I return? Alright, I have to bring myself back. I don't want to be Sunwon anymore. I don't want to be him. Wow, my mouth moves way too much.
Just be your truth. Be your truth.
He has a very animated mouth, actually. I don't know how. How do they do this?
I wonder. The
Okay,
one thing that I'm
sorry.
still getting used to is using, like having to go outside of OBS to do my toggles because I keep like wanting to pop in and check OBS, but then I try to toggle and I'm still in OBS.
Oh, do your toggles not work in OBS?
I think because OBS overrides the hotkey shortcuts.
Oh, I do a alt up, alt down.
Yeah, they don't work in OBS. So maybe like if I ever get some more money, I will invest in. I think it would be fun.
That'd be so cool. That'd be pretty sick.
I do have some other tech lying around, but like there was. How do I say this? I'm gonna put on the shades down to
Technical
to
difficulties.
enunciate. Show how heavy. There was an incident. As a
Oh
result,
no.
yes, it was November of last year. There was an incident.
Yeah. Something like that.
As a result, some of my tech kind of doesn't. Just a little.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I remember this incident.
Yeah.
It was quite unfortunate.
Let's just say that Beans and I have a shaky relationship.
Yeah, you don't like beans?
I do, but they don't like me.
That's fair. That's
kind of
fair.
a
Yeah, I think the toxic bean relationship.
It
Cabbage
really
and
is.
beans not mix. That was really shocking when you told me. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. How the heck did that happen though?
It happened because I turned the heat. Basically, so this incident I'm alluding to, I was cooking some beans on the stove, and I decided to take a nap. And before doing so, I turned the heat up a little bit from like 2 to 3, and then I added, about like another half liter of water. And then I wake up 2 hours later only to find that literally my apartment is so thick with smoke I can barely see.
You know, the lucky thing and the very, very fortunate thing is that you did not die.
Thankfully, I had, or maybe unthankfully, I had my door closed, so the smoke did not get inside my
Wait,
bedroom.
you don't have a smoke alarm.
Oh, I do, but it didn't trigger because like, if I'm taking a look at it, well, the smoke hadn't like gotten too thick where the smoke alarm is. Which either means I might need to check my smoke alarm.
Yeah,
or this apartment is just really badly designed.
I think it should have detected it, even if it was far. But also, where? Okay, is it not near your kitchen at all?
It is like in the kitchen, but like, I don't know. Due to the geometry of like the first.
You should change the batteries in your smoke detector.
I got it changed the month before.
I don't know what happened.
But yeah, so I remember after fleeing my apartment and choking smoke out of my lungs, I just see the windows which I'd open and smoke is just billowy now. And I'm like, oh
That's
my god. I really hope I can clean this, otherwise I lose my deposit.
Oh gosh. Well, things happen.
It
I
was
don't even know
okay
how.
though. I did have to spend like 2 weeks. Okay, so before that, before I started cleaning up, I basically just aired out the entire place. I got like, 10 kilos of baking soda? No, 7 kilos of baking soda and like, 16 liters, so about 4 gallons of vinegar. And I just placed them freaking everywhere. And I just left it out to absorb, and then I went back to my parents' place because like it was a holiday. I was going to go see them. So then I went back to their place for a couple days. I came back, like it still smells incredibly toxic in my apartment, but better. And then I literally
Toxic
had to like
what?
just
Vinegar.
smell. Yeah, exactly. It smelled a mix of smoke and vinegar, and like it was not a good smell. It was manageable, but like, oh god.
Oh, train wreck.
So like literally what I had to do, and maybe if I find something that still smells, I will have to clean more. But literally, I just took a rag and I washed every single surface in my house with vinegar or baking soda. So like my couch, my carpet, I just poured baking soda all over until it was just completely white.
Oh boy.
And like the surfaces, I took a rag and I just wiped it down with vinegar multiple times. Like I had to spend 3 days on like the kitchen alone, the walls, because like there were some places that had bad air circulation even when I turned fans. So I had to, wipe them multiple times over the days to make sure all the smell would actually release from the walls back into the, oh god, and actually go out into the air. So like I would wipe and then wait for like 10 minutes and I would sniff the walls like, and like get a very thorough sniff. And like, oh my god, it was so surprising how long it took to get the smell out, especially like in the parts of the ceiling walls. Like so I had to use a stool and also like jump a little bit, and then I had to freaking stand on like my counters and my fridge so I could wipe the ceiling because the ceiling smelled so bad. Oh my goodness, no idea how bad it smelled. And then I had to like take the covers off of lights and then wipe the covers outside, wipe them inside. I had to wipe the light bulbs inside after taking them out, of course. And then like, oh my goodness, then I had to open up like place where my central air is. I had to wipe I sprayed the vents with vinegar. I did as much wiping as I could. I sprayed like the pipes for like, and so like for a while I just had vinegar air circulating through my air conditioner, and like this is a big thing. It is a very, very monumental task, but it makes for a really, really good story. So I guess it sort of works out because at the very least now I have potentially an in-joke. If someone wants to make it, it would not be me because that's not a community. But also it's just like, it's great chatting material, right?
I've just been in pain for the last like 3 minutes that you've been talking. You were there's baking soda and vinegar everywhere.
It's okay, we can laugh about it. But like, even like a month after, I would like try to sniff my couch. I would literally just put my nostrils, my cabbage nostrils out, and I just and
no,
smell
cabbage.
A little bit, and I'd be like, oh god. But like, honestly, it's been many months since then. I have to say the smell is very well gone. Maybe there are a couple places in the kitchen that like no one would ever try and smell that still smell if you like wipe it down with vinegar, because that will actually release the VOCs, the volatile organic chemical.
Right.
Yeah. Or are they bombs? No, they're VOC.
I don't know.
It was not. I have to say though, the thing I feel the worst about is the fact that like all my plushies had to deal with that. Honestly, it must have been suffocating. They had to like wash them all. No, it's okay though. I gave them a nice bath and they're all better now. I still felt really bad for them.
I'm glad that, you know, your apartment is livable now, I guess.
A little
And,
bit.
you know, just take a sniff every once in a while and make sure that so that's not too concerned, as only somewhat concerned, but, you know, I'm glad you survived. That's the big thing. That's the really, really, really big thing. Very important.
Thank you. I'm also glad I.
Because that would have been pretty. So, how did we get on this?
It's okay. This is a good interrogation for me at the very least because you're not asking me any questions.
Oh, dude, I am just lost. I think I completely lost the plot. I was like, wow, this is crazy. I'm gonna add a sad trumpet to my Twitch channel points
Really?
so people can play it.
Well,
It's
I'm
just
gonna
for me,
play the
actually.
children yay sound effect because that's honestly what it feels. Just to be, you know, opposite.
Oh, I muted the blurb.
Go.
Oh, this is way too big. Why is it so big all over? Oh, it's so,
Oh god,
so
that was
good. Oh no!
okay.
Rip everyone's ears, I suppose.
It's okay. No one's gonna watch this anyway.
I do. I watch all the cabbage streams.
I appreciate. I have you pulled up, but obviously.
Yeah, I actually don't have yours right now because I feel like the two VTuber setup is really straining my internet. I think I'm not entirely
Yeah.
certain. It doesn't seem to like it,
is
so
kind of inefficient.
yeah. So that's just how it is. That's okay. It's funny.
Yeah, I am really happy we were able to work this. It is kind of scuffed, but like, you know what? Working.
Scuffed? What? Never. I've never had. What's a scuff? I've never been scuffed in my life.
You know that thing when like you were wearing shoes? Like this is something I discovered very recently after I grew. You know, like you want to wear shoes and you know they're kind of rubbery on the bottom and you really want to piss everybody off in like the cafeteria of IKEA. So you just take your shoe and you kind of like kick it a little bit against the ground and then suddenly all the old people are telling you that their hearing aids have blown up because like there's a very high-pitched noise coming from you.
I've never done this. I didn't even know that would do that to the poor old people with hearing aids. That's pretty funny.
Well, probably with like the older generation ones where like if the gain on the hearing aid was bad, then like loud noises would hurt. You know that it's like that feeling when you put two microphones close to each other, they just ring.
Oh, the feedback.
The
Yeah.
feedback. That can happen to people.
That sucks. I'd rather just not hear. Actually, that's not true. I would like to hear still. But imagine getting feedback in your own ear. It's pretty funny. Pretty unfortunate for you. Alright, hold on. Wait, alright. Back on track.
Wait,
I don't know how we got
there.
here.
There is no track. This is a train
I had
wreck.
a
There
track.
is no track.
There's a track somewhere. It's inside my brain. My brain full of holes. Hold on. Just I'm searching through the bread. I'm sifting through the flour.
Okay, but like, if you eat bread, are you eating your own brain, or do you recognize it as a separate bread? This is a question I need to ask you.
They're different. It's not okay. The one in my skull, you know, was kneaded with love and care and proofed and then baked in the oven and it within my head. So it's a different loaf of bread. It's completely different. Has your brain ever been outside your head? I don't think so. I hope not.
I think so. Like,
What?
I mean, like, you know, when dreaming, sometimes I've seen myself like.
Oh,
Does that count?
it's different. It's different. It's like I don't have a good example. No, it's fine. I mean, I know it's the same material. I know my brain is made of bread, but it's not the same loaf. I don't feel bad about it.
Okay.
Really. Yeah. Plus, I make my own bread, so I know where it came from.
Must be.
It's pretty good. It's pretty tasty. I actually was gonna make a loaf today, and then I completely miscalculated to the time, so maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah. unfortunately. I was gonna ask you. I was going to ask before we got here. I don't know where we are. IKEA. Um, what are your big plans, or at least, do you have plans for streaming? Is there something you really want to do? Anywhere you want to go with it?
Plans, eh? Well, I do have a few. In particular, I want to stream more Tetrio just because, like, I really stacking. In particular, I just really like carpal tunnel simulators as games. So just like really, really high action minute, very high level games. There is one other game I want to play. It's called Guns the Duel. It's from like 2003, and there's no official Western servers anymore, so I have to play on private servers or play on the Korean server because like this game was so popular that once it got shut down at like 15, the player base basically was so in love with this game that like some other indie dev got the rights, or some other publisher got the rights, and then like
Oh.
yeah. But I want to make sure that like I'm actually decent at it before I start shooting it again, because it takes a lot of practice to even like get it in a, you know, a streamable, playable format. Otherwise, it would just be me practicing by myself for like.
Is it not fun to watch, even if you're not good, or like?
I think it is, but like, I'm not sure if everybody would. I think it might be fun to like show off because it is a. Basically, if you think about, God, I'm gonna say it, Fortnite, and how you're moving a lot as you're shooting, and like there's just a bunch of like other auxiliary movement actions that you do while you're playing. Guns is sort of similar. Actually, no. A game that's more similar to Guns, like Ultra Kill. You're moving. This is a movement shooter in which you can dash and move around, and also you have a sword, like another melee weapon, so you can slash or stab with it. You can slash with a sword, stab with a dagger, and you can also shoot. You can run on walls. You can jump off of walls. You can do very many things with movement. As a result, it's just like a really, really entertaining game to watch, because even if you're not like playing, just watching the movie is really, really fun, because like it just kind of feels like you're flying. That's the best feeling. Just feeling like you're going really fast. You've nailed like your movement, and you are using momentum correctly. Just flying across buildings. Such a good feeling. Plus, like,
sounds satisfying.
Means... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Got anything?
I just said it sounds satisfying. Yeah.
So like, I think the biggest part about this game is that you can do air duel. So like, in this game, you can also die to like falling in a bottomless pit, but that's also because you can wall climb and do all sorts of things to, you know, gain elevation. And as a result, you can basically have a duel entirely in the air and the walls. Like, so you're gaining height by jumping off the walls, and then you're like falling as you're shooting other people, but you're also dashing in the air while you're doing it.
Oh.
Just thinking
so
about
fun
the game.
Move. Yeah.
Thinking about it just literally dilates my eyes because I need to capture all of that information as I'm playing, and I start twitching a little bit.
What was it called?
It's called Guns the Duel. So it's G-U-N-Z with a capital D.
Guns with a Z. The Guns with a Z. Interesting. This is your real big passion, actually. You just started streaming to play Guns the Duel.
Trust me, there were much better Guns the Duel than I plan on doing like a few other things. I think it'd be really cool if I could do a lot more singing and do covers. Of course, it might be a little bit weird as a cabbage, but like I still really want to do it. The thing is that if I do karaoke, most likely I'd want to make all of like the karaoke versions of the songs myself. So I feel like it would take a very, very long time for me to actually do, because like in my opinion,
that would take
I'm
a long
very, very
You're
slow when it comes to
cabbage.
like mastering. Not mastering, basically mixing. I could sort of like half-ass it with the instrumentals and mixing, but I don't really want to. But like, I really want to do like a sort of concert where it's not just me singing the songs, but like sort of like a medley where I actually do have all of the like all of like the different transitions baked into the music, so that I could have like a seamless concert. That'd be
Yeah, you are a musical cabbage. I forgot about that. You have a lot of different skills. A lot of talents.
be that
Yeah.
as it may. The thing I don't have a lot of talent skill with is art. So like if it came to like making a music video or like something like that, I would
Mm,
struggle quite a bit. Or even just doing a lyric.
mhm,
Maybe I could pull
mhm.
that off, but like
Yeah.
I also don't have Adobe anymore.
Eh. Oh, wait, Adobe or?
Sorry, Adobe.
Yeah, you don't need it. They're a hack anyways. Who needs Adobe, really? But that's the fun of like doing stuff like this, right? It's very collaborative. You can't, even though I try to do it all myself, I literally can't. Like,
Yeah.
it's not really possible as much as I try to. Like, it's too hard. I do art, right? I do know music, but like, am I really all that good at it? I mixed my own cover, but it was kind of scuffed, to be honest.
Right,
So,
okay.
yeah, it's if I had money, I would collaborate a lot more, but I don't have money, so
I think I also just
just do it
have
for
like a lot of
myself.
anxiety reaching out to people or like being. I don't know
Mm.
who to reach out to and how to get one.
Mm.
I think maybe
I
it's
would
just because
never
I'm still
check.
very new into this sphere, so I feel like I'm not exactly sure.
Mhm.
But like, if I did reach out to someone who's taking comms, I'm not exactly. I feel like it'd be to me. If I were that person, I think it'd be like kind of if this cabbage just goes and be like, hey, I want to do by and just kind of try to get to know you off the bat. And of course, I know that's literally how social networking works, but I also just don't want to make the other person uncomfortable to the point where I just sit in a corner of my room.
Um, I mean, comms are kind of a way to get to meet or know people. I kind of, oh man, all right. So when I started this, I didn't have any big plans, but there was this trend of an artist got paid like $5 or $2, I don't know, to draw a loaf of bread. And that was the whole thing. And then everyone was like quote tweeting it like, "Oh man, I wish I was paid like money to draw a loaf of bread." And I think I commissioned two artists I found who like were part of like they mentioned, "Oh yeah, I wish that was me." And I just kind of um I do have my bread art actually. I probably have it from them still. And really good art too, like,
Yeah.
they were solid. But one of them her name she goes by Cubby-chan. She is a VTuber, but she hasn't streamed in a while. Like life has just been kind of hectic, but like I don't know, we like interacted more on Twitter and it works out. That's how you make friends. I think commissions are kind of nice to like nobody's gonna question it, you know? A commission's a commission.
Yeah, that's fair.
No one's out here to be like, ah, what a strange request, because if they have comms open, as long as it's not on the no list of please don't request this, you're fine.
Yeah, very true. I think I just need to like start doing it and I'll get much more comfortable. Like everything else.
Yeah. Artists enjoy. I mean, like, we're not the most social. Artists are kind of introverted, but we do like when people appreciate your art or when they like are excited to get art from you. That is kind of nice. It's not a bad thing, whatever the art is.
It's fair.
Whatever it is
Perhaps
you're
I've just seen too many
ideally
things in this world. I'm jaded.
you become
Unjustly
jaded.
so. Sorry.
You become sad and cynical.
I become sus.
Sus.
At the
That's
beginning,
me.
I thought you said that, so it popped up in my brain.
Oh, here's the bread that Cubby drew for me. Cubby. Wait, let me
Oh.
go get it. I gotta go find it. Oh, now I can't find it the moment I need it. But yeah, Cubby-chan did it more like pixel art style. It's gonna be huge, I think. Oh yeah, it's huge. Sometimes I used to put this on my head. I was like, are you cool with it if I use this as an asset?
Oh my god, that's a really good bread art.
She did so good. I mean, like, honestly, I didn't even pay that much. Okay, I wonder if I can find it. Actually, you'll see all this
Dang.
stuff if I pull it up, but it's very nice. Yeah. And then a different artist. I don't interact as much with them, but like her art's really pretty too, and she also did. It's just like a funny way to reach out into the void and be like, "Hello,
That is
I'm
true.
here."
For the
I'm
price of
putting
a
this on
gas
your
station
phone.
sandwich, I too can have my own bread art.
Ah, true. Yes, not bad
Oh,
either.
thank you. I appreciate it. Don't
We're matching.
see. So on my stream, I just have the image of the cabbage on my head. And on
Cabbage.
Duckaro's
Ooh.
stream, I have bread on my head.
Bread on your head. It's a classic. It's a classic here. Actually, I've been working on Duck 2.0. Uh,
Oh,
and I realized I didn't put bread on the default
yes.
um model, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I should. That is it's kind of not it's off brand for me,
What you
I'm
doing,
I'll
Duckaro? You've been streaming for far longer than I have. This is something you gotta do. You gotta make sure you have your brand down. I say that as I literally fumble literally all of my time.
All your toggles went on at once. It's okay.
Like,
That's
huh?
how it is. You have a lot, so I think it's hard to balance. Let me see. Where's my brassica?
Might be.
For sure. I always kind of wish I did. Did you know you can connect your Joy-Con to your computer and use the buttons as shortcuts?
Oh, I haven't tried.
It's very funny. It's
Well,
called like Joy to Key or something. I
you
used it
always do
for
that.
art programs. Yeah. It's silly, but it's fun. Oh my gosh, I can hear myself. Oh no! Turn it down!
Double audio, no!
Not the audio! Alright, there we go. There we go. Oh, I could send a little bloop.
Wow, I actually
That's
feel really, really calm and serene with this bread on my head.
There is a very peaceful effect. I don't know what it is.
I
It's
think I see. I understand why you do it now.
capybaras with the little orange or the tangerine or whatever, or clementine on their head. Like that's how I
Yeah.
feel with bread. I feel kind of like, yeah, I'm a capybara. Oh.
Yeah. It really just puts everything about my.
Yeah, you feel like maybe it's not so bad after all,
That's a lie, but
Maybe none of it
maybe.
really matters. Don't say that. Let me live my illusion, my dreams.
I'm not going to live that myself. I'm saying it not for you, but for me.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Cabbage Chan. You can do it. You can do it. Believe in
Hi,
yourself.
Mom!
Let's see. I feel like there are other stuff that I wanted to ask, but it all flew out of my brain
Did you have
as soon
a
as
list?
you see, I meant to, and then I didn't. I just spent my day the cooking food and talking to people instead. It's quite I was pretty hungry though, so I'm glad I made the food, I guess.
That's great. What did you have for dinner?
You'll never believe this, Cabbage-chan. I ate some bok choy with rice and a soy egg. It was pretty good.
It's okay. I'm not offended by your consumption. My relatives.
Sorry about the vegetables.
It's okay.
Very
Genuinely,
tasty though.
we enjoy being eaten. We enjoy being consumed, so long as the nutrition thoughtfully.
As long as the nutrition is wisely used, we accept our fate.
Yes, we feel not pain, only purpose.
Only purpose. It's so peaceful.
Very.
Oh, it's so cute on your end. Like we're just standing in the garden, like it's nice and chill. The crops are growing.
We have many crops, no mono. We have some tomatoes. Many things.
Oh yes, cabbage, brassica, wreck. I was gonna say, you know a lot about like plants, I think. or like environmental stuff. Monocrop. What is monocropping? Explain to definitely not me. I absolutely do know what that is.
Okay,
Not me.
yes.
I'm not.
Monocropping, the mono one, cropping is basically crop, plant, things, the ground, harvest. So monocropping is basically practice where one patch of land was made, is farmed for like one vegetable, one plant only, and literally that's it.
Mhm.
It's like the thing you do in Minecraft, where you have like your field, like everything is wheat, everything is carrot, everything is something else like that, and although it sounds very efficient and organized and clean, what ends up happening is that because you're growing one thing, and often you're doing it in ways that like out of sync with the seasons, and like you're using like, a bunch of fertilizers, it's really bad for the
Right.
soil because when you don't have that ecological diversity, you don't have a lot of things growing together. Basically, what you have is not an environment. You have like essentially nature version, a test tube, sterile, with like a very, very and
Yes.
basically you're just destroying the environment by doing it, denying the soil proper microbiome with bacteria that will fix the wastes that will develop from the decay of other cabbages, other vegetables, and like the vegetables themselves will have microbes that will change the composition of the soil in ways that will essentially just regenerate like the nutrients needed to actually grow the vegetables. So that's what happens. A good variety of things. For like one season you grow peas, the other season carrots, etc., etc. By doing this, you soil and there's the correct bacteria in the soil will allow to flourish. However, when you monocrop, you deprive nature of that cycle, and essentially you're just forcing the soil to just give up all of its nutrients to these vegetables, and it's slowly becoming deprived. And that's also why there are places that just are very barren or like topsoil and dust and can't grow shit in it because like it's just been like completely deprived of nutrition.
I mean, like, fair. Are you a farmer?
No, I just have like pedagogy. And like sometimes I read like what is it? I guess sometimes I would just like read manga and stuff, and for whatever reason, I read. And remember, like I was
Manga?
reading, yeah, I was reading No Game No Life, and literally there's just like, literally there's like an entire,
really?
not an entire, but like there is an entire explanation about like this entire thing. I was like, do you know No Game No Life?
I watched the show ages ago, but I never read it.
Yeah,
like,
okay. Well, if you watched it, I think they go over it very, very briefly. But basically, when they are trying to, what is it? Like reorganize the administration in India, they're talking about how they grow crops and that's the whole thing because of nature.
That's
like,
cool. I mean,
sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I do know about, like, rotating crops and allowing the soil to rest, and that, like, you could just end up draining everything, so you're not supposed to just grow things year after year after year, but, not in so much detail. I just started a garden, and I'm like, I hope I don't overdo it, but it's only the first year, so.
Is it, like, in a pot, or is it in the ground?
This year I dug into the ground, because I got permission from the landlord. He was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, in that case, you're probably...
That patch of dirt was untended, too.
You're probably already set, since it's the ground. You're already set. Basically, all that most important, I guess, is nitrogen fixed bacteria.
Yes.
Yeah, it just takes waste and converts it to nitrogen. Important. A lot of plants do grow. Of course, like the alternative, especially with monocrop, is synthetic fertilizers made from like. They also smell really like. If manure is something that smells bad naturally, then like synthetic fertilizers have a disgusting chemicals. source have used them.
Yeah, I do. I try to keep it more natural. I get like organic potting soil. Haven't really paid much attention to the fertilizing. I might be being lazy with my garden because
I'm not gonna fault you. Not know.
I feel like I'm just gonna let it do its best. The thing is, plants are very hardy. Generally, I guess. They grow anywhere, everywhere. Not every plant, of course. So if I wanted to maximize my tomato output, like maybe I should actually put in some really good fertilizer and etc. etc. But I would just be happy if one tomato showed up this year. Last year, not a single tomato grew. No, the flowers didn't even come in till I knew it was because I was in a pot on the back deck, and the back deck had no shade, so they got really, really like sunburnt. And I didn't figure it out till pretty late.
Yeah, plants are pretty hardy. Water amount and sunlight amount is. Oh.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to make you sad about the. They're there. They're there. The plants are fine, actually. They'll grow so many flowers and fruit this year.
Try to cheer up.
Trying to cheer up depressed. And keep them from being depressed.
I'm gonna call an F and not in the chat. Stream or my fallen.
F in the chat for the fallen tomato plant. I mean, the basil loved it.
Yeah.
Basil grew nice and hardy in the sun. And then the spinach bolted right away, so rest in peace.
I wish I could.
Alright, we got our list.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
We got a list of things we know about Brassica Trainwreck so far. This is not end up Don't mind me. I'm just putting a background on it. But yeah, I also wish you could have a garden. You seem to know a lot of things, so.
The thing is, I don't know if like my vegetable consumption is really enough. If I eat way more, probably. Like, it'd be fun, especially like picking up my own cherry to make something for snacks. I think that doing herbs, because I like to use a lot of
herbs are great.
and
they're very easy.
I could grow saffron.
Saffron. I've never used saffron, I don't think.
It's quite interesting.
It tastes funny. Alright, these are the things we know about
That's a nice way to put it. Yes. Definitely is very unique.
It's very, very strong, I think. Aromatic. An interesting aroma. Alright, I've got a list of things we know about you right now. Likes Guns the Duel. Won't reveal his Oshi. Knows about gardening. And will eat other cabbages. Is this
not just
accurate?
other cabbages. I'll eat all cabbages and cabbage-related entities.
Yes. And cabbage-related.
Yes. I say this because I already know. As a cabbage, it is my destiny to be consumed by either another vegetable or by a human. So I've reached
just accepting
the
your
last
fate,
stage of I've reached acceptance.
Rip.
Someday,
Well,
my life. Oh, I shall think.
Oh no. Oh, there he goes. Well, alright.
Okay. Back up.
It's so silly. It's so silly being a VTuber. Yeah. I enjoy the silly. Like, I just like looking and seeing this move and being like, yes, that's me. I'm the duck.
Yes, this is normal. This is something that
It's normal.
Entertainment. Oh god, what is wrong with society?
We're totally normal. This generation's fine. We're doing fine. We're doing okay. We're doing good. We didn't set on an end time, but how long were you thinking? Because it's been a good hour and a half so far. Ish.
I think maybe we have time for questions. Have any more?
Can I think of anything? If anyone has if any of you have pressing questions for the cabbage, please do let me know.
Yes, please.
Otherwise, I will
Otherwise, I will just
continue.
begin, listing out random facts that I'm sure nobody.
Nobody. That's not true. I'm
Like how
sure
many
somebody.
toes I've grown.
Okay, maybe that one is a little bit. I was like, oh no, nobody. I'm sure somebody wants to know, and then you stated the most odd fact.
It's
So
okay. The answer is actually 10, like a regular human.
yeah, like a regular human, as we both know.
Yes, like a human.
Human. Alright. I only, I came up with this because I was watching your first quote unquote stream, the one that actually like made it to your YouTube channel. I was like, wow, there's so much stuff that I could ask Brassica, Brass has got a lot to say. And you really just talked the whole time. I'm actually impressed. It took a little bit of adjusting for me to I didn't think I could do it for streaming. I just started, but I was like, I don't think I'm the type to talk on and on.
I think
And
it
I'm
also
not.
helps, like, well, there are some times where if you get anxious, just learn how to say bullshit. And I'm not saying that everything I say is bullshit, but maybe like 50%. At the very least, a lot of like the really weird stuff, like how many toes I have, those are all just completely.
Only 50%. Yeah. That's not too bad. It's pretty good, honestly. A decent amount. Yeah.
Plus, when it comes to
Ah,
speak,
we were.
you know what? I will let you talk far too long. I
No.
must give my mother the respect she deserves.
You. All right, fine. I was just gonna say, like, we discussed that we should teach each other something like that we're not good at. Was it I think you were gonna show me more Tetris. I've played Tetris. I don't think I'm very good at it because I don't really know what the strategies are, but I know the blocks go together and I love blocks going together.
Block go together. Much satisfied.
Block go together.
Very
Yee.
happy. Did you know that? So, do you know the game Tetris Effect?
Yeah, that one had like the really pretty visuals.
Yeah. So the name is based off of a phenomenon in real life called the Tetris Effect, and that's basically where people, like, even when they're not playing Tetris, they start seeing Tetris. Like, they can think about themselves playing Tetris when they close their eyes. So if like they're trying to go to sleep, they just see like the pieces falling.
Wait, is that what that is? Did this start with Tetris? Because that happens to me with a lot of games.
It's not just Tetris, but I think because this one is so, because Tetris is so like,
It's the OG.
yeah, it's so systematic, and like it's very mechanical with like the blocks, the stacking, as well as like you have to visualize where your next pieces are going and make sure that you have like that you don't like mess up, like don't have a bad stack. It's because of that
Right.
that like people develop Tetris Effect. Maybe
you know
more
what?
often than other games? Question mark? I don't know.
So I get it with oh boy, okay. Well, back when Candy Crush Saga.
Oh, we've
No.
reached our dark history already. It's only been 90 minutes and we're in our dark history.
No, it's fine, it's fine. No, the kids don't know what Candy Crush is. It's fine. No, like it's like those kind of like puzzle. I guess I call them puzzle games. There's definitely a more specific like you have to like match things or you have to. Yeah, well, okay. There's mobile puzzle games. It was stuff like that where I was like, wow, I've definitely played too much Candy Crush today because when I close my eyes, I see Candy Crush, and I'm like matching pieces. And then recently I've been playing the Pokemon Cafe Remix. It's not, it's fine. It's not very good, but if I play it too long, I see it in my head. Like I'm just swiping. I'm like, no, this is terrible.
I don't know the Pokemon Cafe. I'll have to check that out.
Oh, it's a mobile game. It's gotcha. Don't do it. It's just not worth it. I don't know why. I play on and off. I play on and off. It's fine. But sometimes I just sit there muttering under my breath, "Man, I hate this game." Like, I hate this game. It's terrible.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
this. Like, it's so
You do the
because
thing
I'll
where
like
like
have so
where, like suddenly you look at the time and you're it's been 2 hours.
See, the only good thing about it is that that game, you have like 5 stamina, so you can only really play 5 puzzles at a
Uh,
time. And you have to wait like 10 minutes, so it has like that thing to try and make you pay money. Um, but at one point I stopped playing for like a couple months, and then I opened it up again, and they're like, "Wow, welcome back. Here's unlimited stamina for like the next couple hours." And then there's like bonus stamina for logging in, and they just so I've been playing a lot because I had a lot of stamina left from like a bunch of extra things, and then it's run out, so maybe I'll stop again.
yeah, probably. It definitely would be unwise to fall into the trap.
At least I never pay money for these. Like that's the one thing they can't get me on. I'm unwilling to pay.
Very true. Can't pay
They
money.
only- Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's like, oh, you'll never get me like with my money, and then they take all my time, as if
Yeah.
that's any better.
Oh my god, it's so much worse. And like, you know
Uh,
what? They're both really bad. I have no time, and I could have done. Like, I actually enjoy doing.
that's just the game gotcha game addiction life, you know?
Really is.
Oh, no. Are you a gotcha gamer?
Not in particular, but I think the reason is just right now I play a dead MMO, and
Oh.
that takes that and Tetris. Yeah, block stacking games take money. So like when Genshin came out, of course I was playing the dead MMO back then, and it actually wasn't as dead because you know that was when everyone was
Yeah.
unemployed.
Everyone's
Bunch
just
of free
gaming
time
at
on
home.
hands. But I did know that if I like downloaded Genshin back then, I would have just failed college.
Whoa. Good choice. Good
And then
call,
even now, I'm
honestly.
kind of like, if I download Genshin or Honkai or like Punishing or like Toho Lost Word, Atelier, or Atelier, I'll just lose
It's
my job.
over.
So I just can't.
Yeah. You're so valid. That's so fair.
Yeah. Because like if
Yeah,
I do, I'll be
I
like,
don't play
so
any of
fun.
those.
I need to play.
They can't get me. You know what? I've been ruined by the one true gotcha game. Rest in peace, Dragalia Lost.
Oh, not Regalia Law.
I'm not like I don't really play gotcha games, but that one like my lovely partner was like, "You should play this. The story's pretty good." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I enjoyed it, and they would give me characters like all the time because, you know, they weren't out for blood when it came to the money. So
Yeah.
I'm spoiled by that. Like, and then when they shut it down, I was like, "No. My beautiful the art was so gorgeous too. Like it was such a good game." And then so now anytime I play anything gotcha, I'm like, this is ridiculous. Did I just get 5 more like 1-star weapons? Are you kidding me? Like
Oh my
Dragalia
god.
would never do me
You're
dirty
so
like this.
spoiled. You had a kind gotcha game. It's like the gotcha
Yeah.
game where, like, you know, rather than having a greedy CEO as its head, you have like a mafia boss. Well, stay low.
Exactly. There's a kind, benevolent god, and now I've lost them, and I just can't be tempted, you know?
Is when your standards are just that high.
Yeah. So I'll never fall for it. uh, what kind of games? So you do block game, you do guns to do.
Yeah. I really feel like MMOs. Recently, I've just been playing like gotchas, to play one that I'm not going to mention because the player base is so small that I immediately get found out.
Doxed by
um,
your favorite games.
I mean, when it comes to games, I feel like I haven't been playing too much in particular. Like, also just like other stream or like checking out new movies, etc. But like,
Mhm.
if I'm going to look at my, I do like RPG,
Mm.
and there are a few
RPG.
like indie ones that I really want to show off. So maybe I'll do that sometime.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I've also been like, at some point when I was more consistent. My streams have been a little bit inconsistent. Please bear with me. I was like playing a lot more indie games. I'd have like indie game Fridays because I just wanted to share some cool stuff that I had in my library, sitting around,
Ooh, yeah.
not getting
I would
touched. Yeah, it's a good
like
time.
there's money.
Games are hard to make, dude. Like it's so impressive when anyone makes a game, like good or bad. It's pretty crazy of them, you know? Pretty cracked.
I remember like my time I was much younger, just like doing random shit in RPG, and I'm like, how do I even like make mobs appear in only certain area, like having to do scripts and lots of other things,
Oh, oh.
and using RPG quite quite the ordeal.
I'm gonna try and learn Game Maker. I picked up a little bit of coding, programming, so I'm gonna see if I can figure it out, if I can crack it, but it'll take a bit. It's not my primary skill. I'm really a jack of all trades, master of none. Like I do a lot of random things, so it's just the life of a duck.
Gotta do what you can to survive.
Mm,
Thrive.
Hopefully,
Oh.
not off YouTubing. No, not for a bit at least.
I don't know. I may not be popular, but I am streaming, and that already means I've made it.
I agree.
It
I
doesn't
agree.
matter
It's
your
just
audience. It
fun.
just matters the effort. You know, the things you put forth.
Mhm,
Is your
mhm.
intention there? And yes, you
Mhm.
succeeded. The goal
Yeah.
is the action.
You know, I realized recently I started about almost a year ago. It will be a year, May something, early May, very early May.
Ooh.
Like, I just went and did it, and I was like, I should do something for that because I'm a little bit sentimental. I looked back and I was like, whoa, I kind of did a lot, even though I've slowed down recently. Like, I'm quite happy with all the streaming stuff I did, and
Oh,
yeah.
that's great. I mean, 1 year is definitely that, even if it wasn't at the very least,
Yeah.
being able to expectate keep going. Quite difficult.
Mhm. Oh, you want a Duck exclusive anniversary secret?
Whisper
Wait,
it to
let me
me
see
in my
it.
non-existent ears.
The 6 people here who are listening maybe can hear it. I actually applied to an agency and I got to the first interview round, and it was pretty cool. But
That is
I didn't make it past that, unfortunately. But I was really surprised. Like,
still no. That's gotta. Oh my god! I can only imagine the adrenaline.
I was so hyped. I was like, "Whoa, no way!" They were like, "Yeah, you want an interview?" I was like, "Ah, shoot." I have like 100 followers. Sure, why not? And it's like I was like I only told a few people, and then I was like, oh, this would be kind of crazy, and I was really excited. And even though I didn't make it, I was like just shocked that I did the interview at all. It made me quite happy. But I never like mentioned. I was gonna mention it. I was like, oh yes, this is what I did this past year. super extra surprise. But,
I mean, still, that's awesome.
mm,
I mean, I'm sure there are lots of other people who have that kind of experience, but like, might just not be that worthy, etc.
yeah, I think for me it was like I'm not a big streamer, you know, so I just like it was so impactful for me. I also got to like talk to I asked after I kind of know one of the people who run the agency. So maybe there's some nepotism, but like not really. They said some really encouraging things to me, and I was like, "That's very sweet, thank you." It's not like it would be nepotism if I made it, you know, but I didn't, so it's not nepotism.
Yeah.
But they were very sweet, and I felt really encouraged by that, and I was like, "Ah, that's good." And then immediately, like my life was like, "Ahem, you've been ignoring this for too long," and I had to reduce streams for a bit. But honestly, like I still try to hit once a week, and then when my everything stabilizes, maybe I'll go back to it because I did like 3 streams a week pretty consistently for months, and I was surprised by that. I'm not very consistent usually.
It's okay.
I mean,
I'm sure
what?
you can get back in.
Employers, don't listen to that. I'm always consistent.
Redford,
110%.
I mean, maybe it is the holes in your brain that's causing a bit of, out of syncness. But
Yeah.
maybe like when you get back into the hang of it, or like things stabilize, then you get back to the routine, and then having that routine will allow you to stabilize again, and then it'll spiral upwards.
Yeah. Only up from here.
But if there is one thing I think would be really cool from you, if I may be so kind as to express my opinion.
Yes, Cabbage Son, please share your humble opinion.
It would be if you had a mouth to celebrate your first anniversary.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't need that. You know what? Some people would miss the telepathic duck, I think. They'd be
I
like,
really
wow,
do
this is
like
weird.
the shape of the bill. I like that the bill curves ever so slightly when you make your expressions. It's really, really cute.
Yeah, I put a tiny smile in there. Okay. Alright, this mouth moves, but it's not done, and it looks much scarier. Do you want to see it?
You know what? Sure.
It's okay, I think. Yeah, it's very scary looking. I'm gonna. It's so dumb. It's not even done. It's like not finished, so it just kind of looks really weird.
Yeah. Going down a little bit.
I think.
Oh my god. Oh shoot, that lip should not move like that. Oh, my eyes. Oh. And
that's why my mouth doesn't move yet. I have a different model that will do better than that.
Oh my god, hold on. Can you do that thing with your mouth open again? It looks like the Pog emote, but in duck form. Does anybody else who's watching actually feel that way? Yeah. Oh my god. It is the Pog emote, but duck form. Exactly.
It's the duck Pog. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can do like a nice wordplay, but I can't. I'm not fighting it. Like Pog duck champ. Duck champ.
Pog champ, duck champ, Pog duck.
Oh, well, I've also revealed myself. So, whoops, there goes my other username. I'm no longer anonymous.
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's fine.
Another thing to note is that I have many usernames.
You're the secret. I would delete the chat for you, but I don't know how.
It's
for some reason, my mod powers are not modding. It's just like
I've doxed myself. It's too late for me.
Watch this. We've got the power of
my life in tatters. I've already ruined me.
You're disappearing. Where are you going?
We can just spam until my messages are gone. I love these emails.
Thank you. I need to make more actually. I have things I need to do, and I just haven't done them. But that's how it is, you know?
It's okay. My skills are so non-existent in art that I'm not even willing to put in time. Make something. Make something.
Aw.
I could do it.
Well, you can find some good commission artists.
The learning
and-
curve was very high. Like anything really.
Yeah. It takes effort to learn anything. Ugh. I wish it didn't.
But then if it were easy, it'd be so easy to be talented. Not talented, skillful.
You're right, you're right. Alright. I think we're close to wrapping up. Do you have anything to say to your audience? And mine. Hello, audience.
Let's see. To both of our audience, I would like to say this. I would like to declare my world where I'm being validated by one other. And that is, I am not just a VTuber. I am cabbage.
Where's my applause? I should have readied that. Yay, yippee, woo! There we go.
I could probably go higher, but I'm really out of practice.
No, don't strain your voice. Heck yeah. I hope you get to do all the cool things you want and, like, have a cool VTubing journey.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
do plan quite a bit more at the very least. Then, like, about a month.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
free time
Yeah,
will
we're-
decrease until morale improves.
You know what's ironic? My streams decreased because I have too much free time. I need to get a job so I have less free time and then increase my stream.
Maybe you feel too complacent.
Yeah, I was just like, it's stressing me a little to focus on the job hunt and stream stuff.
Oh,
Because
true.
actually, I do put a lot of time. I was putting a lot of time into all my VTubing stuff. Like, I made all the emotes, I upload YouTube videos, I post on wherever. And I was like, wow, I love this, but it's taking up all my time. So.
So, like, at the very least, I feel like, you know, having something that you can work towards is very nice.
It is, yeah. Even if it's slower than I meant for it to be, I'm just gonna enjoy it and do what I can. So, yeah. My cover was impromptu.
Yeah.
I just spent a day and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I can totally push this out in a day. No problem, real. I can just and it was fine.
Real? Oh my god, that's crazy! One day, I cannot. I could not. I would
It was
spend
a-
at
it
least
was-
like 2 days just like being worried about the fact that
If I'm real with you, I'd tried to cover that song multiple times. I had like done the recordings already, and I just like wasn't happy with any of them. So I was like, today's the day. Whatever I record today is what I get. So
you know
yeah.
what? Good for you. We stand, fuck it, ship it, and pushing forward. Also, could you send me your YouTube channel so I can plug it to my chat?
Oh, that's so crazy. Let me go get that.
It'd be much appreciated.
How do I get it? Where is it? There it is. And then my channel. And then I'm pretty sure I can just put I'm Duckrow at the end, but I will try to
So I'm very happy to be in a family. I get to be a part of a bunch of other non-human VTubers. You know, it's very refreshing.
I like Yeah. There's too many cool human designs out there. You guys should all consider
Yeah. You know what?
being
Too
something
many
else.
sexy husbandos and waifus out there. And like non-binary sexy people as well.
Yeah. Too sexy. Please reconsider. Become scrungly. Become little guy. become.
Becomes grunkry.
I wish I could roll my R's. Skrr.
Some days I don't have it. If my mouth is too dry, or if I speak too slowly, then I don't have like the right. But if I raise my voice pitch a little bit, then it becomes easier. So if I go up a little bit, then I can.
Show off. It's crazy.
I got
No
really into it
way.
after watching like League of Legends highlights, and who was it? There was some guy who every time it was a. Shit, I feel really bad because I'm gonna look really stupid now. But I remember on Synapse's channel, it was the really good Zed player. And every time he got a kill or like did a stream worthy thing, he'd go and that became a meme. So I practiced because of that.
Hey, you learned a new skill. You know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun.
Gotta,
all right.
"Quote unquote," relax the throat.
I just sound like I'm choking to death
That's basically
when I
how
try to
started
roll
out,
my
too.
R's. I'm dying. Maybe one day you can charm those pigeons outside your
God,
apartment.
no! We're talking. We're not gonna talk about this stream. We are ending. No.
The stream's over. Go home.
Anything. Anything. They're actually morning dogs. Thank you very much. But
oh,
yes,
cute.
apparently,
Very good.
I didn't know the difference, but apparently the morning doves are very, very identifiable by their coos, and
Yeah.
they woke me up 3 a.m.
Oh. Yeah. Yep. You figured it out.
Yeah. You know what? If I
Morning
talk
dove.
about it, it will be another stream.
Yeah, I think you should
That's like another
mentally
30-minute
prepare for
story.
that one. You have the most train wreck of like stories, which is I think is accurate for.
I don't know if like they are in real life. It's just that I like to dramatize for the viewer.
I don't know. I think even just hearing the synopsis would be like, what is happening?
I mean, it's all about your word choice and your intonation, and even the story about how I cooked bread. Wonderful. I can talk about everything. About the Instant Pot heating up. About all the people who loved this specific Instant Pot, and how, you know, the nice, and how its fan slowly whirls up to 7,000 RPM, and suddenly, boom! Heated air blasts from the top. The bread is slowly incinerated on the inside. Its carbs turning stale, not stale, that's water. Its carbs turning crisp and brittle. Until one day, the tone of the bread slowly turns darker, but not blackened. Just right. The golden brownness that has a wonderful crisp texture with ever so slightly 1 millimeter, no 2, no 3 millimeter of softness on the inside, garnished with some nice extra virgin olive oil.
Virgin. What did you do to that loaf of bread? I was enthralled. That's a good story. You should do a storytelling stream where you just read like interesting stories.
Oh,
in the
true.
most
I could read
dramatic-
the most basic shit, and then I would just make it so dramatic. I would up the intensity to 11, 12, 13, 14, 69. It would be fun.
I think you just need to pick a subreddit with really ridiculous stories.
True, but then I would
There's a
feel
lot of
like I'd be stealing content. It wouldn't be my own writing. It wouldn't be my own idea.
Ah.
Or like if it was an unintentional idea steal, I wanted to chat about it, that'd be fine. But if I'm like going to something literally to farm content, it wouldn't feel.
That's so fair. That's so fair. I also don't know if I'd enjoy just like scrolling through a subreddit and be like, "Hey guys, look at this! Look at this thing I read." But
I'm not throwing shade on the channel. Don't let it from
not your
a
personal
perspective
taste,
of
yeah.
creation, it seems like something that would literally be like a waste of time for me. Like, I do this to have fun, and like doing that would be basically like going to work or something. And I just wouldn't enjoy it. Like, at the very least, since I don't have to worry about monetization, since I sell my soul in other aspects of it. For here, I can be a little bit, at the very least, if I do get monetized, it would be being cringe and free.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I don't want to be demonetized for reading Reddit stories.
So,
Not that I make money.
not that I do either.
Not that I make money. Woo.
Okay.
Alright.
I did have, you know what? It's been a long time. I am actually a little bit. So, maybe.
Yeah. We shall call it here, but thank you for coming on to this stream, and I didn't really roast you grill you as hard as I thought I would,
Wait, did you
because I
actually
forgot
think
to
that
write
you were
down my
going to?
maybe just a little, maybe just a tiny bit, We gotta, we'll just gentle introduction to like who the cabbage is, and then we can roast you. Maybe grill you over a nice charcoal grill. Maybe all the fun.
You soften up the muscles. Sitting in a chair is not the best for this body. Realize so, guys.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, anyone who was here to listen to the shenanigans. I appreciate it so much. We'll be back. I'll be back sometime. I don't know what Brassica's schedule is, but check them out. They're
I will
pinned
also
above.
be back sometime. Unfortunately, I will be away for days, but I will be back.
That's a threat, not a promise. Alright. Bye. Bye.
Anything you want to say to the viewers before we...
Oh, I'll say it on your end. My viewers don't get to hear this. They get nothing! I don't know. I will be around more. I don't really know what the plans are. I have one collab actually at the end of the month. It'll be a cooking stream, which will be pretty fun. I'm excited for that.
Fun, definitely. Let me know when you do that so I can plug you.
Yeah, I'll tweet about it probably for sure. So, I can't hear the person.
I definitely would love to support such a cool person.
Thank you so much. This is really fun.
Yeah, it really was. You said you weren't the chattiest person, but maybe it's because you were mentally prepared or whatever, but this was a really great time. We had a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, I think I'm chatty with somebody there. I'm just I worried I was quiet on my own, so...
Yeah. You know what? In that case, I think I've part ways, or I am very, very famished.
Sorry, I zoned out a little.
It's okay. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure we're both a little bit tired. So if that's the case, well, thank you everybody who is watching and everybody who will watch this. My name is Brassica Trainwreck, and I am here with...
Duckaro, I suppose.
Ayo, let's go.
Ayo.
Well, in that case, later everybody. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.